A retelling of Genesis 4. Cain was jealous that his brother Abel was favored by God, so he lured him into the wilderness, stabbed him in the back, killing him. Cain buried his brother's corpse in the ground, and God asked Cain, "Where's your brother Abel?" And Cain replied, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" Yes! Yes! What have you done? Listen to your brother's blood calling out from the ground. Now you shall be driven from the earth, for you fed it your brother's blood. The earth and crops will reject you, and you will be a restless wanderer. Now, many of us haven't ever killed a person directly, and I hope none of us ever do. But here, as a citizen of the United States, we have been responsible for so much spilling of so much blood that our ancestors have spilled, that our government spills, that our society spills, calls out and needs to be addressed. The blood and the bodies of those who die in the desert trying to cross into this country, forced out into the wilderness while Border Patrol slashes the water for their refuge, those desiccated corpses, those bodies cry out. The cry of the bodies of the unhoused who die in the streets calls out. Those who die of overdose, who have been prevented from getting Narcan and prevented from getting treatment, cries out. The murdered and missing Indigenous women's bodies cry out. The bodies found in mass graves at Indian boarding schools cry out. The blood is drenching this world. The bodies and the blood of those who have died from forced displacement on the trails of tears cry out. The bodies and blood of those who chose the Africans, who chose the sea over his enslavement, their body cries out. Is there any wonder we have such massive climate change right now with so much blood and so many bodies crying out? The God hears them, and do we respond? The blood and the bodies of the children in Gaza whose houses have been destroyed, from the patients who were in hospitals, who had those hospitals bombed by IDF, their bodies cry out from the rubble, from the earth. We are our siblings' keeper. We must respond. God hears, and God turns to us and asks us, what have we done? Do we reply, I don't know, am I my brother's keeper, and thus allow this destruction to continue? Or do we listen to the blood? Do we listen to the bodies? Do we listen to the rocks and stones that are crying out? And do we respond and lift their voices in song? To look to the gospel story in Luke, the Pharisees challenge him to tell him to be quiet, and Jesus says, why, when he's marching into Jerusalem with his crowds, should I tell the crowds to be silent? For if they were to be silent, the very rocks themselves would sing. Well, the rocks are singing, and we must join their song. Cry out for all the blood and innocent life spilled.